All right, do the intro again. Go.
All right. Welcome to the Unplanned, Unprepared, and Unpredictable podcast, where we have unplanned topics, unprepared hosts that result in unpredictable conversations. See, the second time around, I did the intro much better. And
Oh
just so
yeah,
there's full transparency,
yeah.
Jerry here, we were talking for what, like 10 minutes until,
No, no, like
yeah,
seven, seven, seven.
sure, whatever, round it up, right? And then Jerry here goes, whoops, I didn't have my mic on. What a professional, right, folks?
Hey,
My
that's like,
goodness.
it's aligned with our goals, I feel like.
Uh-huh.
Unplanned,
To be
unprepared, unpodcast.
okay.
I
Man, we were having some really interesting
all
conversations,
right.
but
It'll be
we
better the
can't
second time around. Yeah.
we can't recreate that conversation.
Yeah, we
We
definitely can.
can't,
We okay, here. We'll try to do it.
capture lightning in the bottle.
Hey, lightning strikes twice.
Never.
No, never. Oh,
Never.
is it never? Oh, okay. What are the things we talked about? It's kind of fun to recap what we just talked. Okay, I talked about how we're 2 hours earlier than usual.
Yeah, so you're not drunk,
No, no,
so
no. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
you're
You're skipping over some stuff. I only have beer, and it's hard for me to drink beer fast enough to get like the usual drunk, which
uh,
is so I'm the most alive and aware and coherent than any other podcast. So this is episode 7 now, and we skipped a couple weeks. We talked about how it's our 3 month anniversary because we that's 9 weeks we've been doing this podcast.
wait, we no didn't. 3 months it is our 3 month anniversary?
I mean, probably because I know I feel like we skipped at least twice, and this is
Uh-huh.
episode 7.
But
Wait,
also there's
my
four
math is
weeks. There's four
okay.
weeks.
My math is not mathing. Oh, my bad. Okay. Hey, but the first time you thought you agreed with me, but
No, I don't know. I didn't agree with you. I
all right,
said
three
that's not
six
part of
nine.
the thing that you added in a recap didn't happen. So
Um.
I was correcting you. Huh?
Okay, so it's okay. So it's only been a couple months. Hey, that's not even
It's
that
probably
long.
2 months. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think like
That's
2 months.
2 months. 3 months sounds like a lot. 2 months sounds like just so.
Uh,
Oh shoot! I hope I remember. Oh, okay. Because I had two topics in mind and a third one that came to mind as we were talking. But
uh,
the first thing I wanted to talk about. Well, we talked about our internet engagement, our online engagement, which it's
right.
greater than zero, which is actually
It
I think
is.
very successful so far.
Yeah, it's all the clickbaity titles. Like the video on YouTube Shorts that has the most engagement is like Kamala Harris versus Biden, or I'm sorry, versus Donald Trump, and something.
Yeah. Lately, we've been like a very pseudo. The On podcast is a really good name. I want it more
Okay.
than, but I think someone has. Oh. You know what the Un podcast is? It's a Spanish podcast, and it's Un podcast. But okay, so anyway, but ours will be the English Un podcast.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to collect yourself a little bit. You're kind of bouncing all over
Bouncing?
the
No,
place,
but
and
okay, but
you're
the On
and
podcast. Okay,
as usual, your
as
energy,
usual. Oh, too
your
much.
your your energy is just kind of too. Take it down like 3 or 4 notches.
This is what our audience wants. Okay, that's why they tune in for my energy. Okay,
Maybe they're tuning in to see me rein in your energy, right?
that doesn't sound like a good show at all.
Oh, and some people enjoy that.
All right. Anyway, so we were talking about something I saw on a clip of the DNC and people on YouTube. These are not. They don't seem like this will actually go into my second topic that I want to talk about. But the people who comment on, especially political videos, they don't seem like. It feels like they don't really care. They just want to vote for their party and be angry at the other party. Like they don't care about what's in the video, what's being said. They don't care about like good information. They just want to be angry. For example, Michelle
Mhm.
Obama was talking at the DNC, and a clip of her on YouTube. The comments were just nasty. Like
Mhm.
Michael Obama. What does she know about like the working class? Even though she has a $15 million mansion,
Yeah.
which was ironic. We talked about how I thought that was ironic because Republicans don't want misgendering and
Mhm.
also capitalism. Like she's getting paid, she's not stealing money. That's what
Yeah.
people are paying her, and they're like, isn't capitalism especially? Isn't that like a Republican value? No,
Right. And
I don't
then, and
know.
I was also, I was saying, I was cluing Jerry to the Big Mike conspiracy. I think that's like the official title, or as official a conspiracy theory can get, right?
Man,
But the official title of there's a conspiracy theory that Michelle Obama is actually a man.
that's so
Uh,
mean. That's like
yeah,
really mean. It's
yeah,
like, see, that's not political discourse. I don't know if that's the right thing I'm trying to say, but that's not like you're just being a mean person.
yeah.
I don't know.
I agree.
Yeah, it makes
I agree.
it makes no. That's just so like you know
So
who does
that,
that a lot? The guy who's running. He does that a lot.
yeah, yeah.
And yeah. Anyways, but
That's probably why that person called her Michael Obama. But I think the other thing, and this is what I was trying to say before you realized your mic was off. Can you check again? Is your mic on yet?
it's
You good?
definitely on.
Okay.
Good. All
All
right.
right. Okay. Okay. So the thing is, when politicians become rich, I think everybody across the board, like in a bipartisan manner, feel uncomfortable about that because so much of the work that they do as civil servants can influence the way that they get money. And the general trend for kind of famous politicians in the last couple of decades is that they get into power and then they become super rich, right? Like, how did Barack Obama, who was not a millionaire before office, you know, become president, get a salary of what, like $300,000 a year, right? I think that's what, something like that, right? It's not that much that the president makes,
Yeah.
but he's got hundreds of millions of dollars now. You know, like so.
No. Okay. Hundreds of million is too much. Tens of
No, look it
millions.
up.
All right. I'll look it up. All right, Kevin.
Yeah,
Kevin. Can you
Kevin,
look it up first?
Obama net worth. Do you have it?
Barack Obama.
Oh, so
I
in
see
business,
70. Uh-huh.
from Business Insider, yeah, February 22nd in 2023, it was a net worth of at least $70 million.
So if your
So
net worth is like 70, it means you've made what, 100 plus probably?
yeah, I mean, you've made tons, right?
Yeah. So, hey, okay, I understand, but he's a celebrity. Like you're an instant celebrity. Like okay,
No,
so
but
also where
so
does the
this
money
is
come from?
well, so this is the thing that Hillary Clinton gets a lot of flack for is she gets paid like tens of thousands of dollars for single speaking engagements.
But
And
why? Like
that
who's
that can
paying
be
for that?
shady, right? Right. So that can be shady because
Oh.
like
It's
you
I get it.
like
Anyways,
you
go
do
ahead.
favors for certain companies or certain industries when you're in power with kind of like the understanding that once you're done with your position that they'll invite you to come to their company events and pay you hundreds of thousands of dollars. So that's like stuff like that could happen, right? And so that's really shady. And so yeah, I think people have a right to be suspicious of politicians who make extraordinarily lots of money. Like Nancy Pelosi, right? That's why she gets so much flack. It's because she is like right before she makes a major decision on an industry that will have huge impacts, her husband will either buy tons of stock or sell tons of stock or short tons of stocks in favor of them gaining tons of profit.
Well, that doesn't
So
make sense to me because isn't that like actually illegal?
it is.
But they do it anyways.
I mean, so I think it's illegal, but who's going to prosecute them or who's going to go after them when all the people who could make a fuss about it are also doing the same thing? That's why it's like the politicians being that way is so concerning because they're the ones who are supposed to fight against that.
So I agree. That's not like strictly I think capitalism because there's some sort of manipulation which I don't like. Which I Republicans
That's like
especially they don't like.
opposite of capitalism,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't really care about that too much to talk about anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
But the
Let's,
point
let's
for
move
me
on.
at least was one, our biggest engagement is from random like clips about politics that we talk about, which we really like we don't really talk that deeply or intelligibly sometimes. Or at least I
Yeah,
don't.
we don't. Yeah, we don't know anything
And
about
then people
politics,
are
right?
just
And then
mad.
they're
They're just mad about it. I think one of the comments was
yeah,
like, "Then don't vote" or something. I'm like, "What?
yeah.
Why are you so upset?" Anyway,
Hey, but how many of those people do you think are actual people?
huh? What do you mean?
Like how many? I personally, I think a lot of those comments and people like arguing online, a lot of those I think are just bots or paid comments.
That's
Like
crazy.
I don't think there's like so there's two options here, right? Either there are it's just because the internet, people who engage in these conversations, it's only the people who have very strong opinions of it. So
Yeah, yeah,
it
and
makes it
lots of
seem
time.
like there's, yeah, it makes it seem like there's tons of people who really care about this kind of stuff. But I think the vast majority of Americans
No.
actually don't care about
So I
this.
don't no, I don't think I definitely don't think most people get on the internet to be angry. It's a
Yeah,
very small percentage of the population. Absolutely. The extremities often are the loudest, right? The
yeah,
few at the near the tails of the bell curve. Most people I think are normal and reasonable, and yeah, they don't really care that much about it.
yeah.
But man, like people in the comment section, they're just angry. They're not saying anything like that's worthwhile. Yeah, just being mean, bullies, and letting out their anger on the internet. It's like it's so. You know what? Okay, so that's a good segue into my next topic. So I have two more topics.
Uh-huh.
One I sort of just thought about. Well, they two of them. The first two I thought about like 5 minutes before we started the podcast, and the other
Okay.
one I thought about while we were talking. Hopefully, I remember the third one. But the second one is social media really bad. Like I know there's probably a consensus that social media is bad, but does it have redeeming qualities? Like, can it be good? Because a lot of parents they tell like a lot of some of the parents I know they're a little bit more conservative and they won't let their kids be on social media even all the way up until high school, which I think there is validity to that strategy and that kind of parenting, but can it be good? Is it good? What like can we look on the can we be more optimistic about social media? That's what I want to talk about.
I think there. I think first we have to define what we actually mean by social media. If we're talking about kind of the traditional Facebook model of connecting with actual people you know and having a medium in which to keep each other up to date on what we're doing and things like that, I think there's far more redeemable qualities about that rather than what it's become. Right? It's basically social media is just short form videos. You know, the reels and the TikToks,
Yeah.
mostly from people you don't know, doing things that really the only purpose is to gain your attention. It doesn't really serve any other purpose than that. So that one I think is far less redeemable than the
I
former.
think generally people will say it's not good for you. You should have it in small doses, especially like the short form content.
Yeah.
It's like I think well let's spend some time defining it. One like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. What else? What else would you consider social media?
Those
People
are
where your friends and strangers can interact on the internet.
um
I
that's
don't
pretty
know.
much it, right?
Is
Those
that
are the mainstream, like Snapchat,
main
I
one?
guess.
Snapchat. Yeah, Snapchat does have like little reel kind of things. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh, is that it?
pretty much.
Oh, Be
I'll look at it.
Reals. But Be Real. I'm not on it, but I guess it's just between you and your friends, unless they. I don't know. Anyway, but okay. So I think I don't know where I heard it, but the coding for these kind of social media platforms, they want you to get addicted. Like they want you to mindlessly spend hours, which makes sense, right? That's how they make their money. They want you to get addicted, and they want you to just keep scrolling and doing things and interact with it, which is all bad. But can we try arguing the benefits of social media? Like one thing that you said just now, yeah, you connect with your friends, which I think is good. It's sort of like playing devil's advocate. I
Yeah.
think most people would say, yeah, it is pretty bad. But I just want to see how many things we can point to and say, you know what, that is something good that comes out of social media.
I think the ability to connect with people that you would otherwise lose communication with, I think that's really good.
Yeah.
Like for example, like old coworkers, right?
Oh,
Um,
LinkedIn is, I would say it's
yeah,
social media. Yeah.
yeah, LinkedIn, yeah, yeah. But even outside of LinkedIn, right? Like
Yeah.
if you're friends with one of your old former coworkers in the pre-social media world, you'll like just never hear from them ever again, right? Once you leave the job and you're no longer working together. But in the social media landscape, you can uh, keep connected. You can even like refer each other to jobs that you think they can do well. You know, that's and keep each other afloat about like interesting things they're doing. I think a lot of like startups can benefit from this by allowing that connection to be retained with former coworkers. Like if you start a job and you say, "Oh, I need," like I used to know someone who used to do this very well, so I can reach out to them. You know, so yeah, I would say those are some of the benefits.
Yeah, so connecting with friends, I didn't really think about connecting with old coworkers because if you don't have asking for a number is more intimidating and kind of awkward. And honestly, like if you put a number, at least for me, I don't even look through my contacts. I almost never look through my contacts. If I need
Yeah,
to reach out to somebody, it'll be through like I don't know, a third party like messaging software or a messaging app or like through Instagram. I'll look for, but I'm not gonna look through my phone if because I have an older coworker who left and I really like him, but he's older and he doesn't have like any social media. He has like Facebook maybe, but he doesn't really use Facebook either. You
yeah,
lose app like complete touch with people like that, which is pretty sad.
yeah,
And it's not it's also like kind of a nice because ask for a number, one, I think it's useless, and two, it's kind of weird to ask for people's numbers,
yeah,
and you're not going to text somebody like out of the blue, but it is nice to interact with them like through Instagram. I'll often ask people for their Instagram with if they're going to move away or people who go off to college, some people I know, it's weird to ask because I'm older. It is weird to ask for their phone
uh,
numbers, but it's
uh-huh.
nice to see what their lives are like wherever they are. So I think that
That's
is
right.
so coworkers and people you like aren't that intimate with. I think that is a great way, especially Instagram. Like they post stories, so you see what they're eating, what they're doing, what their lives are like, what they're struggling with. I think that's really fun.
Yeah. So I would actually say, yeah, that's one of the benefits, but I wonder if that's a double-edged sword because
Hey, we're
it
not doing that. But okay, go ahead.
why
What?
why
This is just to talk about the good stuff. But yeah, sure. What's the other side?
it's because of what you just talked about. I think social media turns keeping in contact
Oh, more superficial.
into more of a passive activity
Yeah.
rather than an active activity.
Well, as an introvert, some people like that, but sure, I agree. No, I agree. Yeah. Like you think
Yeah,
you're
so
connected, but you're actually not even really
exactly.
interacting. Yeah,
Yeah.
in a
So
that is
it could be good,
not
it could
all
be
right.
bad. No, okay, no, but yeah, it's you keep in contact with people that your circle of contact is much wider
Yep.
in the social media world.
So I also think there's a lot of people doing bad stuff, of course, and
Yeah,
they get especially now it like incentivizes you to be a psychopath on camera, which I don't especially like. There's this one
yeah.
trend on TikTok. This guy, he's a high schooler and he just goes around, hey, just say something, say whatever you're thinking about, and it's the craziest stuff. Like it's stuff that I don't even think about, but these kids in high school, they just say it out loud on camera to go, I don't know, viral or be funny or because that's what they see. I
Like
lost
what kind of stuff do they say?
I can't. I can't.
Oh, is it
Racial
that bad?
things, sexual things, like all
Uh,
kinds of inappropriate, like just they're all psychopaths. That's what it seems like.
yeah.
So it incentivizes people to be psychos, which I don't especially like, but I do think it helps people to also have positive impact on society. Like I follow a lot of people who will go feed the homeless or like give money to like a random person selling something on the side of the street like $100 or people who tip like a waiter or a waitress like a couple $100 and that I think that has significant impact on society and especially those people's lives And social media, one, I think it's good to have that out there to see not just psychopaths being psychopaths, but good people trying to do good things. But also, it helps them, what's it called? Like fund that activity. Cause like Mr. Beast recently built like 1,000 houses or 100 houses or something crazy overseas in like third world countries. He couldn't do that without the money that comes from his social media presence.
Sure.
Yeah, and I think that's a really good thing. That's a great thing. Like, there's a lot of people who I see, and they couldn't do any of that work if they weren't producing content for social media, and social media wasn't making them money.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. So I think maybe it's an amplifier of things that you normally would be doing, right?
Amplifier, maybe. I do think like bad people can just go pretend to be good and they can make money. So it just incentivizes, I don't know, amplifier. Like it just makes the bad worse and the good really good. I don't know. Yeah, kinda. Yeah, I guess
I think
so.
so, right? Yeah, because you have a choice, right? Are you going to use your social media platform to do good stuff, or are you going to use it to do bad stuff, right?
I think some
It's a
people just
choice.
chase incentives. Like there's this, I can't remember his name, but there's this kid who I think his content originally started off kind of harmless, and once
Mm.
he started making money, like he started doing like OnlyFans. I don't know. I can't remember, but he just, yeah, like it can get yeah, it can get dark when you're just chasing after incentives. But even people who start out okay, I actually think more often than not it'll turn out dark. But anyways,
Yeah.
that's not the point. We're trying to redeem social media. Like it's like arguing with a parent who thinks, "Oh, I'm not gonna let my kid on social media because it's like the devil." How do
Mhm.
we like? What are yeah? Oh, here's another one. Here's another thing that I think is pretty good. It's there's potential to learn about things, right? Even the short form content. Actually, you know what's funny about right now? There's this trend where
Mhm.
like people will take videos of themselves and use the word demure. Do you know?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you've seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah, like they'll be like, "Oh, look how I'm being so demure. I'm so mindful, so cutesy." You know, stuff like
Uh-huh.
that. I actually have to look up the word demure. And it's a
Yeah.
good word. It's a good word
Okay.
to learn. So there is educational value happening on
Because you learn a word every now and again.
like two in the 10 or 15 years. I think I learned two
Uh,
words. There's one which I forgot, so maybe I didn't
uh-huh.
learn that one. But demure is a great word that I think, it's like
What does demure mean?
it's a great question. It means like, give me a second. I've been using it all day today too. All right, hey Kevin, hey, can you help?
Okay, I think honestly, then we gotta take that out of the learned column, right?
No.
You,
Reserved, modest, and shy. Like I know how to use the word, but I can't
huh?
define the word, which I
Okay,
think is still learned.
okay, sure.
Reserved, modest, and shy. That is actually not. Oh, typically used of a woman. Oh, I see. So demure is an
Uh-huh.
adjective, I guess, that you typically use for women who are
Yeah,
reserved, modest, and shy. Hey, I'm glad it's a trend because we need some more modesty from at least some of the ladies I see online.
sure.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. No, but to because you're trying to say,
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what you're actually trying to say. Are you trying to say that social media
Oh, you can
is a net
learn
positive?
stuff. A net positive? Oh, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying
Uh,
that. But it can be
uh,
very positive because one, like extending your social circles, like that's
mhm.
pretty good. That's a really, really good and wonderful, beautiful thing.
Is it?
Is it? Oh, is it? Yeah,
Because
yeah, it is.
because the reason I say that is because it depends on context, right? Like so many things, context is huge. If you're expanding your social network and getting to know peers and you're doing something positive with that relationship, that's great. But you realize that so many of the harmful, conspiracy theories and crazy stuff that people talk about is because of social media, right? They find corners of the earth where there are people who have the same kind of crazy ideas that they have, and they form like a coalition of crazy conspiracy theorists, and they feel like they're emboldened and empowered because there's a handful of them, and it amplifies a message that otherwise would have just remained in some guy's basement. You know what I mean? Like, is that positive?
Okay, the opposite side of the pedophiles uniting is good
Whoa,
folks
pedophiles!
also.
I don't think I ever said pedophile.
I mean, let's just label. I mean, what,
Sure.
murderers, psychopaths, all of the above. Them
Yeah.
finding somebody who will pay attention to them and also encourage them. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. That probably is bad. No, that is bad. But okay, on the other side, on the other
Uh-huh.
side, I don't know. What's the other side?
I don't know.
Where doctors, I don't know. Okay, where good folks, I
Uh-huh.
have no idea what the other side is.
I don't think there is
There
another
has
side.
to be. There has to be. There is no way there is no other side to that. Like good people connecting. There are let's try to think of an example of where good people who normally wouldn't be able to connect with folks
Uh-huh.
can connect with other folks. Um oh, you know what? Dating apps. That's social media, probably.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Beautiful marriages and children have been birthed because of social media that weren't possible before, or less likely before, probably.
But
Okay.
rampant, rampant
Oh,
hookup culture was
hey.
also
Okay, okay. You know what? This is more fun. Yeah, every time I throw something out there,
yeah,
you breaking it apart. Actually, that's kind of fun.
yeah,
It's like
yeah.
skeet shooting.
Honestly, that's 90% of our conversation in real life, right?
You know what? It's because of your personality type. You're too real. Like, stop being so real. Like, be optimistic. See the beauty in
Sure.
in pedophilia. Wait.
Whoa, no, I did not co-sign that,
You know
bro.
what?
You
You know
you're
what? That
on
is a
your own,
pretty
huh?
bad one. I play Roblox and I see a lot of
Uh-huh.
people who like go under. Okay. Oh. Okay. 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 Okay.
Whoa,
Here we go.
whoa.
Here we go. I there
Take
is
it down like
okay. Okay.
3 or 4 notches. Uh,
There's some people who catch
uh,
pedophiles and then they go beat them
okay.
up in real life.
Okay.
That's a good thing, huh?
Hmm.
What's the downside of that? Go.
The downside of beating up pedophiles?
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
what you're asking me?
That was only possible because of social media. Like they will pretend to be little kids and then
Uh-huh.
plan to meet up with these like pedophiles and then go beat them up. Yeah,
Okay.
internet
Okay.
justice. Oh,
Okay.
internet justice. Well, they do okay, sometimes internet justice, they catch the wrong person and we persecute and murder the wrong person. That's
Yes.
bad. That is bad. But
Wait. Hold on.
yeah.
Let me respond to your whole
Okay,
thing
okay, okay,
about
okay, okay,
finding.
okay. Sorry, I'm
So your
my head is
premise
all over the
is
place. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so your premise is social media is good because you can use it to find pedophiles on social media and
Yep.
beat them up,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So yes, yes,
But
yes,
hold on, hold on,
yes.
hold on, hold on, hold
Wait,
on.
wait.
Let me respond. Let me respond to that
Okay,
first.
okay, okay, okay. Go ahead. All right.
But you realize that social media is the platform on
Oh
which they're
yeah,
doing
that's
the
what I was gonna
predatory
say. Yeah, I
behavior.
understand.
Uh-huh.
Yes, it gives
Okay.
pedophiles a greater reach. Absolutely.
Yes.
But
Yes. Uh-huh.
before it was like secret and private. Now,
Yes.
I don't know. Okay.
Wouldn't you rather it be secret
No,
and
no, no,
private?
no. But they're still like going to parks and stuff and still trying to do their thing. But now there are people out there doing stuff about it. And it discourages pedophilia because the kid you're talking to online,
Uh-huh.
there's a small chance that they're gonna come and beat you up in real life. It's a deterrent.
Okay.
I don't know,
But
man.
there's but I think it's funny because
Uh-huh.
that social media platform is where so much of this pedophilia is happening.
Yeah, there's probably more successes than punishments for sure, right?
Yeah. Like the reason why they're using social media as a kind of a playing ground for that is because yeah, there's probably
All
way
right.
more successful pedophiles on there too.
Okay. So yeah, that's not probably a good thing about social media. So it's a place where you learn. It's a place where you get connected. I mean, everything yeah, everything has negative. Oh, you know what? Okay, going back to the dating sites. Oh,
Uh-huh.
um, but were you gonna say that because of those dating sites, there are more casual encounters, superficial
Yes,
casual encounters?
right. That can't be good.
I mean, to each their own.
Sure, but I think from an objective standpoint on society,
Spiritual,
that's
psychological, emotional health, probably net negatives.
yes. Yeah.
Um, the Snapchat. I don't know.
Mhm.
It okay. Can you think of anything else that's good? Can um
I
Oh,
genuinely oh, okay.
okay. YouTube videos. I learned
Uh-huh.
like it's what wasn't possible before. If you need to learn something right away, you can do that on
Mhm.
YouTube videos. Like sometimes
Sure.
my car's entertainment system it like freezes. I have
Yeah.
to search it up and look for a video because the video is like the easiest way to learn stuff, and it's like the quickest and easiest way. People post how to fix car entertainment system, how to like master reset it or whatever. So you
Uh-huh.
can and the other day I made some tomato soup. You know where I learned that? From a YouTube short. In 30 seconds, I learned how to make that. So you can learn stuff that isn't possible as fast without social media, probably.
Sure.
Learning
I think
tool.
yeah, so I think as a learning tool, yes, that is amazing.
But you can learn
But
bad stuff.
no, but what I was gonna say is, can't you learn that kind of stuff from like your car thing, right? You could probably learn that from your owner's manual.
It's harder. And
It's
you
harder
can't do it
because
while you're driving.
what you're watching YouTube videos while you're driving.
No, I'm listening to YouTube videos, but I'm
Uh-huh.
searching with my eyes. Anyways,
But I think
uh-huh.
the
So that's a
byproduct of social
that's a net
uh-huh.
negative probably if I'm trying to fix my car, but while I'm
While
driving my
driving,
car,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Anyways, go ahead.
Dang. How but also I think all that information was previously available.
Not the
It's
tomato
just
soup.
that
Where could I have got internet?
no recipe book.
Oh, bugs. Ew. No, but
So
what
no
if I
no
don't?
so
So I have to go get a
that's that
cookbook.
that's my point. That's my point.
Yeah.
It's that because of social media, like the notion of going out and searching for a recipe book and things like that is so like outdated. But the information was already out there. So I don't think you can count the information in and of itself
No, no,
as a net
no.
positive.
I don't. But the how fast you can do it is amazing, and only possible because of social media.
Okay. So then let's put that in the positive bucket. You can gain information faster.
Quicker, yes.
Quicker. I mean, but
Uh huh.
is that really social media or is that just the internet?
It's YouTube. No, like if you go, like I, at least for me, if I look up specific recipes, if you look up a recipe online, you click on a website and try to like just get the ingredients, it's impossible because they hide it at the bottom because they want ads. They want you to look at all the ads before you get actually the information that you want, which is at the bottom of the page and it's hard to find.
Wait, doesn't YouTube have ads?
Well, YouTube Shorts, right? For example, if I want to learn how to cook something, I'll go to YouTube, type in the recipe, go to Shorts, and it shows me in 30 seconds how to cook it, all the ingredients, how to cook it, and it's done. If I need a longer tutorial, yeah, I'll go to a video, and it might have ads, but it's at least in my opinion easier to and more and quicker to consume that information.
Mm.
It seems like a very small niche thing,
It's a
but
very specific positive
coding,
there.
coding. I think a lot of people who want to learn coding in Excel, you know where they or math homework,
No, you can't do that in social media. But,
YouTube, huh?
uh, but that's I think that actually falls under the general
Just the
internet
internet.
umbrella. Yeah.
It's people
Because
producing the
that,
content
huh?
are influencers, which the incentive is the social media platform, right? I don't know, man. All right, what time is it?
I don't know. Are
Dang.
you?
Okay. Okay, you know what? I overall am pretty discouraged, and I think kids should never get on the internet. The internet,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
Um. Okay, you know what? Okay, so those are the first two topics. One, to talk about like weirdos talking on political videos. The second topic was
Uh,
trying to talk about the good stuff that comes out of social media. Arguably,
which was a, yeah, which was a
far
fail.
and few between. It's not a fail. We learned something.
Yeah,
Just
that
like
there's like almost zero positives on
no,
social
no, no.
media.
There are like few positives, but so much darkness. Probably net negative overall. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
TikTok shop, that could be a
Uh-huh.
benefit because people sell stuff that are really cheap and pretty nice on TikTok shop. And
Uh-huh.
and it some of these things are people's livelihoods, which is good.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay, okay. Grubhub and Uber Eats, do we count that as social media?
No, I think that's just general internet.
Okay. General internet, is that all right? But it connects people, kinda.
Well, that's what the internet does. It connects people.
You're right.
But social media is something specifically designed to um,
Like a
like
club.
showcase one's life, right? Not necessarily just to
Hey,
pass on
it's not
information.
just weirdos who connect, but it's people with, unique niche interests, which is wonderful and beautiful
Okay.
also.
Yeah. No, I think yeah. If you wanna if you wanna, I think there is definitely positives, but
Does it seem
it's
like I'm
just that
yelling? I feel like I'm
you
yelling.
are
All
yelling.
right.
You are yelling.
Okay. I
The,
want
the the positives aren't that deep. I feel like there's
deep
only so much good. I mean, I guess people's lives can change, right? Like, I
for the
guess one thing
better.
is,
For the better.
yeah,
Yes.
sure, sure, sure. I remember there was something where
Hey,
somebody
hey.
posted a photo.
When you say
Listen,
sure,
listen,
sure, sure, it
listen.
sounds very
Shh, shh,
demeaning.
shh. Okay, sure,
Okay.
sure, sure, sure.
Okay. All right. Someone posted a photo.
There-
What?
Posted a photo of himself, and the doctor was able to
Oh, yep, yep.
diagnose the
The
person with a
cancer.
tumor.
Oh, yep, yep,
Yeah, it was
yep.
a tumor, right? So
Amazing.
there are things like that, but the thing is just that when those things happen, it's newsworthy, right? Like people will post about it and say, "Oh, internet is amazing. This look at this amazing thing that happened." But
GoFundMe's.
it's
GoFundMe save lives. Yep.
yeah, because sure,
Social
but
media.
anyways, but what I'm saying is it's newsworthy because it's so far, so few and far
Oh
between, right?
no, no. I mean, see, there's no way to like measure this, right? Because I think our impression, anecdotal evidence.
Yes.
It seems like like vast, like 80% bad and 20% good, maybe even 90 and 10. But
Yeah.
I'm sure it just seems and feels that way. I'm sure it's more good than we think.
Yeah, I can see that being real. I can see that
The
being
words don't feel honest
real.
when I'm saying that, but it could be. It could be.
Uh,
I don't know. Honestly, I'm more discouraged than before. I thought trying to look on the brighter side of social media would help, but I actually
yeah,
feel more darker and sick and sad about it.
because there's so much bad that. So there's a documentary on Netflix which is fascinating. It's called "Don't F with Cats," and it's a actual story of a guy who like started posting videos of him like throwing cats in a bag and throwing the bag out into rivers or something like that, like being like really just
Oh,
cruel and just nasty towards like
you
cats,
know.
right?
So there. Wait. Do you think that stuff
Wait,
didn't
wait, wait, hold
happen
on. Let me.
before?
No. I'm telling you this to kind of cover both sides
Okay.
of what we're talking about, right?
All right.
So, um, and he did this, and people were like watching and like trying to figure out where he was. So,
Oh, yup,
um,
yup.
yeah, so they did all this like investigation, and this guy really enjoyed the attention, so he would keep doing stuff and posting like, "Oh, you'll never find me," but then
Dang,
also
that's
posting hints of
crazy.
where
That's
he was.
crazy.
But you know what's really crazy? He ends up killing a guy. He ends up like luring a guy that he meets at a bar or something, and then he kills
What?
him in his house.
How?
Yeah. I mean that's the escalation, right? And they eventually, like, the sleuths eventually find him, and he gets arrested. I don't know if he died or I don't
Okay,
know what
okay.
happened to him.
No, go ahead. Finish,
But
finish
but
first. Finish first.
yeah, but the question at the end of the documentary is, was he always going to do this? Was he so
Oh yeah,
demented that
yeah.
was he gonna end up killing somebody, or did the attention we give him in saying, like, "Oh, you're so messed up for doing this," saying all that, did that like feed his attention craving personality and drive him to escalate, escalate, escalate until he killed someone?
Well, there's nowhere to prove that, right?
Yeah, this is speculation, right? And you have to think about it, but that's why you can't. It's like it's almost like the good and the bad sometimes may be intertwined, right? So I don't know that we'll ever get to a clear cut, is it a net positive or a net negative conclusion, because they all kind of, you know, feed into each other. Isn't that crazy though? That a guy, he ends up killing somebody. That's what a ridiculous situation.
Yeah, there's too many variables. I don't even know what to say about that. I think that person would have kept doing bad stuff because I do think it escalates. Like you, whether it was the maybe the attention amplified the kind of person he was, but I think he would have hurt animals by himself anyway. Like I don't think he would have been like, oh, this is boring. I'm not gonna do this anymore and just go be a normal person. Yeah, I think I do genuinely think it would have escalated. Would he have killed a person? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So what's the next topic you want to talk about?
What does
Well,
Donald Trump and Deadpool have in common? Cause
uh,
the reason I bring that up
uh,
is one, it's clickbaity. I think we'll get a lot of attention if the caption is Donald Trump and Deadpool. What do they have in common? That sounds like a crazy, but in some people's eyes, they are both heroes,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
But in other people's eyes, they're also not heroes. Yeah.
Hey, they can both walk away from being hit by a bullet.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hey, that's a great
Right?
starting point. Yes. 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 That's right.
We're
That's
going
right.
for clickbaity, right?
Yup. That is definitely a true statement that you said. But yeah,
Uh-huh.
what does Donald Trump and Deadpool have in common? Let's go.
Donald Trump and Deadpool
Yep. Hey, yep. Yeah, Donald Trump
are
and Deadpool.
there's such different human beings. There's such different entities.
Are they?
They're both
Are
men.
they?
They're both
Oh,
men.
okay. Yep. They're both white men. Yep.
They're both white men.
Yep.
Yeah. They they both have probably killed someone. Right.
What?
I just assume any politician has had some sort of dealing in
Murders?
getting someone killed.
Oh, like
I would say.
as a like a unforeseen consequence or an active participant.
I mean, not. I don't. I'm sure Donald Trump has never stabbed or shot anyone, but
Or
I mean,
paid
he's a
for someone to be
billionaire.
killed.
Yeah. He's a billionaire.
Did you say
You have to
wait,
assume that.
hold up. Yeah, that he did pay for someone to get killed? Or
All I'm
what are
saying
you
is,
saying? Okay, what are
all
you
I'm
saying?
saying is, billions of dollars. You don't think that, you know
As
there
an
are some
unforeseen consequence. Yes, absolutely. His businesses
perhaps,
absolutely have killed people. Absolutely. As an
perhaps, yeah.
unforeseen, unintentional consequence.
There you go.
And Deadpool, for sure, unintentionally has killed people.
Yeah.
Intentionally, but also probably unintentionally.
Yes.
Like collateral damage. Oh, yeah, like business collateral damage. Yeah. I think if you get to
Mm.
the billions, especially, it's almost like impossibly unavoidable, right?
Mm.
Because of like manufacturing things and I don't know,
Oh yeah.
environmental
Yeah.
things and
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
So yes.
They both
Yes.
got blood on their hands.
Whoa.
And
Okay.
they
What do you
got-
mean? What do you
and-
mean?
And that's what we just talked about.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just
So you
summarizing.
just
They
oh, I
both
see. I
have blood
see.
on their hands, and
Yes.
they both can walk away from taking.
Yo, that's kind of crazy though. Okay, that's a crazy thing. All right. Oh, they
Why
like
is
red.
that-
What?
Huh?
Doesn't
Oh,
he?
red. Yeah, they were red.
He
Yeah,
wears a
yeah,
lot of
yeah,
red
yeah.
ties. I feel like, right? He loves red. I mean, not only because he's become president of the Republican Party, but
Uh-huh.
I feel like he's worn lots of red before. I'm sure red is a symbol of power, right? And I'm sure he likes
Mm.
that.
They both parts of
I got
their
a good one. Go
heads
ahead.
are parts of their head is usually covered in something red.
Oh,
That's
huh? What do you mean?
yeah, because Deadpool has his red suit that covers
I
his head in
understand
red.
that part. Yes.
Yeah, the MAGA hats.
Oh,
Cover.
oh, hey, yep, that's a
There you
good
go.
one. Hey, that's a good one.
There you go.
Okay.
There you
Oh
go.
shoot, what was I gonna say? Oh, small hands. Yes, small
Uh-huh.
hands.
There you go.
Because Deadpool had his hands
I,
cut off. Yep, and they had to grow
yeah,
back and they're
yeah,
tiny. Yep, they both at
yeah,
some
yeah,
point had tiny hands.
yeah.
Oh shoot. Um,
What else? What else does Deadpool do?
I don't know. Hey, I like. Yeah, you
Huh?
know more about the comics. Like, what are some
Huh?
things that Deadpool has done that maybe Trump has also done? There's no
Maybe
President
Trump.
Deadpool. No way.
I'm sure there is
There could
somewhere,
be.
right?
Like, you think
Yeah.
Deadpool was ever rich?
Yeah,
Bankruptcy? Filed
maybe,
for
probably.
bankruptcy?
Oh, probably,
Probably,
probably.
right?
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, in a multiversal comic book realm, I mean, everything is possible, right? Everything is possible.
something very specific though.
Very specific. Deadpool has a crush on. Oh,
What?
Lady Death has a crush on Deadpool.
All
Is that
right.
something?
I don't know. What are you saying?
Melania Trump and Death. Is there any connection there?
I are they? Is he still married? I feel like I never see her, and all the things I see about Trump online.
Oh,
What?
that's interesting. Yeah, you're right.
Oh,
I haven't seen any videos of her.
that's what I'm. Yeah, like for his whole like, he's usually right next to her, saying, "Oh, look, we're
Huh.
like a normal family."
Uh-huh.
But where's his kids at too?
Well, a lot of his kids are like they have positions in his cabinet, or they did during his first presidency.
What do we know about Trump? Maybe we should. I'm sure, like, we could connect it to
uh,
Deadpool. It's easier to connect Trump to Deadpool
uh-huh.
than Deadpool to Trump. He plays a lot of golf. Is there anything
Hey,
there?
no, actually, Trump is pretty witty when it comes to like debate
Oh,
and
yeah,
being able to. Yeah,
I
he's got
agree.
a pretty quick wit.
I
Yeah,
agree. I agree. He's a yapper. He likes to talk,
he.
and yeah, it's quick. It's a
Hmm.
very quick wit. Yep.
Yeah,
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 that's a
yeah, yeah,
trait that Deadpool has for sure.
yeah.
Breaking the fourth wall. Is that a thing?
No, it'd be like if I think he shares that with Biden. Biden has his own fourth wall that nobody else knows about. Right?
What do you mean? Hey, that's
Well, because
dementia.
no, yeah. In the world of the movies and comics, whenever Deadpool breaks the fourth wall, he's just talking into the air, right? So
Hey, chill.
everyone everyone sees that like
No.
he's crazy or
No, no, he's talking to somebody. Biden?
hey, my Biden might be talking to somebody.
Because he doesn't make any sense. And then Deadpool, when he
Yeah,
breaks the fourth wall, it doesn't make any sense.
yeah, to the people around him, right?
You're not incorrect. You're not
Yeah.
incorrect about that. Hey, sometimes Donald Trump doesn't make all sense.
Yeah. No,
Maybe.
but it's like it's not in the same realm as
All right.
I think Donald Trump is more about like the lies he tells,
Oh,
but Biden
exaggerating.
just yeah, but Biden it's literally incoherent sometimes. Like he's like literally in his own world doing his own thing, you know?
That is really mean. Okay.
No, but
Hey. Yeah.
I actually think it's meaner to prop him up to keep doing the most stressful job
Actually,
in the
yeah.
country when
Yeah.
he's in that state,
I
you know?
saw I saw a video of him on the beach. He looked like that's where he belongs. He needs to
Yeah, he should
go.
retire. He should
Yeah.
enjoy his life.
It actually makes
Yeah.
no sense. It is cruel. It is cruel and unusual.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
waking this guy up at like 6 a.m. for no reason.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, yeah.
Please make decisions that are going to impact millions of people and
Hey.
possibly the globe. And, you know, that's
Hey, so
what
if
a
he
crazy
actually
thing
is
to
in
do.
that kind of
Huh?
state, you think like everyone else is doing his job and he's just sort of the figurehead? You think he
No, I
actually
think
makes decisions?
I think we have to say it's conclusive, right?
Oh,
That he is in that state. That's why he dropped out of the. That's why he dropped out of the campaign, the running.
man, you know what? I
Yeah.
I don't think it's look, he's just tired. That's okay. I don't think there's anything wrong with his
All the
brain
time?
all the time.
No.
Yeah, it's a very
No.
Hey, sometimes I'm tired. And imagine if I was more than double my age.
You know
Oh
what's
my
crazy?
gosh. Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Bernie Sanders. He's a year older than
Is he
Biden.
still around?
He's still a senator.
That's
Listen to him
crazy.
talk. Just look up a clip, the most recent clip of um
It's a
Biden
mess.
or of Bernie Sanders. No, watch it. He's super coherent.
Oh, he
He's
is?
super sharp. Yeah, he
Oh.
so that's why you can't just chalk it up to age. I think there
Is something
literally
wrong?
like there is cognitive decline with Biden. And that's why I think it's so cruel and unusual to just say, no, let's just keep propping him up and keep making him do the thing that he's doing.
Did you know he got married in the 60s, divorced her, and got married again in the 80s? Uh,
Who?
Bernie Sanders, and he's
Oh, okay.
82. He was born in 1941 during World War II. Oh my gosh!
Zane.
Like
Yeah, old.
he's so old. He got
Old
married
people.
twice with more than 20 years difference in marriages.
I bet you if you looked up Donald Trump, we could find something similar.
All right, let's see. Let's see. Donald Trump. Okay, so he is 78, a ripe young 78-year-old. Okay, he spouse Melania Trump 2005. Marla Maples 93 to 99, and Ivana Trump 77 to 90. So 77 and then 93 and then oh my gosh, okay.
Yeah, that's even worse.
20 years and then like another 10 at least. That's
Dang. Hey, but
that's
did you on a totally different note, did you hear about the Disney Plus thing?
no, what's that?
So this doctor had an allergy and they went to a restaurant at Disney Springs
Okay.
and they told the people, "Hey, I'm allergic to." I think it was like peanuts or something. I forget what the thing they were allergic to, but they were like, just making sure that this is not in the food because I'm definitely allergic to it. And they kept reassuring her, "Yeah, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine." She ate the food and she ends up dying because she has an allergic reaction.
She
And so the
died?
husband, and she dies. And so the husband tries to sue Disney for $50,000, which
That's
is a lot of
little.
money.
No.
Yeah, it's a lot of money, but very little when it's like put up against someone's life, right?
Yeah.
Um, you know what Disney does?
Offered him Disney Plus?
No,
Sorry.
they said because you signed up for a free trial of Disney Plus, you agreed to terms which states that any um, disputes with Disney needs to be arbitrated by a third party or something like that. And thus, you suing us is illegal because you've agreed that you wouldn't when you sign up for this Disney Plus trial.
No.
Yes,
No.
isn't that mind blowing?
And they just dropped the case?
No, I mean it's gone viral, so I think Disney backpedaled and said fine, we'll pay. But the amount of negative press Disney has gotten because of this is probably way more than the fifty
Yeah,
thousand
yeah, yeah,
dollars
yeah.
that they could have just paid. You know?
Whoever thought that would be a good idea is a psychopath.
Yeah, literally. I think it takes a special kind of mind to say, "Hey, look at this! This is a great idea. Let's we found this really great, elegant way to you know avoid getting sued."
Wait,
So
uh-huh.
I actually think this is going to lead to some sort of. I mean, like, who's going to want to sign up for anything that Disney has to offer in the future?
Hey, that's a positive of social media. If that news didn't get out and people didn't go out, they didn't outrage on social media, that person probably would have lost. But
Yeah, that's true. That is a
maybe you
positive.
can argue Disney Plus is a byproduct of social media.
Mm.
But
Maybe Disney as a mega corporation is a byproduct of social media.
anyways, anyways, hey, wait, that's wait, she that how wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Ridiculous.
That's so like that's wow. That's what that it just doesn't make sense at all. Even as a business decision, bro. Like it's 50. It's not like he was asking for 50 million. Sure, fight against somebody trying to get $50 million out of you,
Yeah.
but that's wow. I wonder
Yeah.
why he asked for such a low number.
I think he said he was just trying to get money for the funeral.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't even think like for lost wages and funeral.
So he's just trying to be
So
like a normal, reasonable person, and then
yeah,
Disney.
yeah,
Whoa, that's crazy.
yeah. I mean, imagine. I mean, because this that was negligence in the just most tragic sense, right? Like they did everything they could to have a good time at Disney World, but also, they did everything that they needed to do to make sure that they weren't being, you know, they were being as careful as possible. It's not like they were negligent as consumers. You know,
Where was this at? Disney
so
World or Disney Springs?
so Disney Springs is kind of the retail area of Disney World.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And that's
Yeah,
where it
so
happened.
that's where it happened.
Do you remember what the restaurant was?
I forget, but it's a restaurant apparently that is famous for and known for being accommodating for allergies and things like that. So that's why they specifically chose that restaurant.
That's just it's crazy all around because I went to like Maggiano's. Is that a pasta restaurant?
It's an Italian
Italian
restaurant.
restaurant? Yeah, yeah. I went there and like we told them this person had an allergy in our party, and they were like extremely. I mean, they were. I mean, you gotta be like right because people's lives are in danger. You have to be like extra cautious. And they
Yeah,
brought them their own appetizers, like everything. Everything was separate, different frying oils, like didn't no food contamination. And I'm surprised that somebody there at that restaurant was just like, ah, yeah, we got it, and they just I don't know, like what gets lost in translation? Like that's a crazy
yeah,
thing. Like it's so serious.
yeah,
They should get like honestly like investigated by somebody because that's a crazy thing for a restaurant to do.
yeah. I agree. So that's already like that in and of itself is crazy, but the aftermath when the husband who recently lost his wife is just trying to get enough money to have a decent funeral for his wife and all
Yeah.
that. Like he's slapped with a what because of Disney Plus trial that you did however many years
Oh,
ago.
just a free trial.
Yeah, he signed up for the free trial and agreed to the terms and conditions.
Wow.
That what a dis that's like that feels like if I read about it in a book, I would be like, man, this book is so unrealistic. And like I would like slam the book for its unrealism, right? But it happened in real life.
Where did you hear about this?
It's everywhere. Just
Oh,
look it up. Just look
social
up Disney
media. Yup. Okay.
social media. Yeah, no, yeah, it was social media.
Wow, I'm
So
actually like shocked. Like nowadays, especially because of social media, you don't get shocked that much. I'm shocked,
yeah,
and especially because
it's,
because what it also implies, because you just Apple, especially, you just say, "Yep, just whatever. Update my software. I agree to all of your terms."
mhm,
I honestly didn't think it would be that serious or it would be that impactful to my life, but apparently I could die and nobody
yeah.
will care
You
because
could
of
it could literally just just crazy.
I people always had that concern and like people make fun of it. I think South Park made a joke about Apple's terms and conditions and
Mm,
Apple tricking people into crazy things. And I was like,
mm,
haha, there's no way, right? That's a crazy thing to, but it's really happened. It's
yeah,
happening.
yeah. So we gotta be diligent when we read all
What
these things.
you are you ever gonna read a terms and conditions? It's impossible.
I mean, the thousands of terms and conditions I've already agreed to. I mean,
It's too
somebody's
late.
got to own my liver, and like it's probably too late. But you know, maybe this is maybe this is clickbait. Maybe AI is the solution or the antidote for social media.
Because they can do it.
Yeah. AI can read through the whole terms and conditions for you, and it can summarize all the important stuff. Yeah, I think there's tons of good that AI can provide.
You know, what are our politicians? Someone should be regulating this. Nobody? No one's regulating any of this stuff?
Well, they don't want to because they're probably all
Oh.
getting their handouts and making money.
You know what? This podcast, I would actually say, out of all the ones we've done. Anyway, thanks for the listening to us. Bye bye.